SARM began in 1905, the same year that the province was formed. And I think it was initiated because of the fact that rural people needed a voice, and we still are the voice of rural Saskatchewan, and many people realize that. But there was a need, I think, for an advocate, for someone to stand up for rural people. There was a need, of course, for better infrastructure. Around that time, the roads were starting to be built, but they needed someone to kind of oversee that. So the rural municipalities were formed then, and they needed a lobbyist, and in fact, that's how SARM got started. We have many people that work on policy, and then we have people that work on the member services side, so our insurance programs, legal, and all those great things.
We've been dealing with Saskatchewan Blue Cross for 20 years on the health and dental side of the coverages, and then since 2020 we also have them looking after the long-term disability plan. So over 20 years that we've been working with them.
Once an employee is hired on with an RM, they have a 3-month wait period, and then their benefits begin with us as well as with Blue Cross. Each RM can pick what their benefit package is for their employees. Once their enrollment cards are filled out and submitted to me, I add them onto our system, and then that is then forwarded on to Blue Cross. I always get the feedback of how thankful they are to have the benefits that they have. And I mean, the turnaround time is super quick. The new interface on the app is amazing as well, because it shows you all of your claims right there with what you submitted and where they are at within the process. So very, very handy.
Data transfers are very efficient between the two organizations. And a good example of that is the project that we just wrapped up. Our system that our benefits reside on was modified by our developer in order for a very clear data transfer between SARM and Saskatchewan Blue Cross.
Any changes that I've made to their benefits, it just automatically gets updated to Blue Cross's system. It's so slick, it's so much faster. I can't even imagine doing it the way I did it before now.
They have the ability to be visible to our membership, whether that be at our convention or in ads on TV where the membership would be watching the local television networks.
The advocacy comes from the resolutions from our members, and so we take the resolutions that are passed to the province or to the federal government. So we focus on getting the things from the governments that we need, and so some of those may be infrastructure programs, roads and bridges. Also, rural crime, rural policing is another big issue for our rural members. So we spend a lot of time on that, as well as rural health care, trying to improve the lives of rural residents. And right now, I think there is a need for even better rural health care. That's really becoming an issue to our rural residents.
Saskatchewan Blue Cross support the healthcare system in rural Saskatchewan, not just Regina and Saskatoon, by donating to various hospitals or organizations around the province. Again, that's important because our membership is rural-based, and so they see that their benefits provider is giving back to the community.
SARM and Saskatchewan Blue Cross share a lot of the same values. Obviously, we have a great amount of trust, each organization does. I think great integrity. And I think we have thought of it as being like a North Star because it is member-driven, member-focused as well. And because we share those same values, I think we believe we can move ahead in the future to even a better working relationship to help rural Saskatchewan move ahead.